Okay, we're back in above the snow, right where we left off. And I've got this trail that I'm trying to make for our new groups of alpinists. We have 3 groups here from episode 1. There's a total of 10 people inside our resort right now. And I got kind of a jump start. I spent more money or more wood than I probably should have to do that. But I got 16 beds now. And I think that's a pretty good jump start on things. Thing is, I need 2 trails. The first is for people who want to go to Celestial Grove, and that's actually a very easy one. I can probably have it just made right now. I've already drawn the thing. So in fact, why don't I go ahead and do that? We're going to create a trail right here, and we can see that it goes 10 degrees, and that's pretty much it. So it's always a 10, and it's a level 1 path, okay? So we want to go, and you can see how I've started to level these things. So I'm going to try to, the destination is here, and then this is the highest degree of incline and the safety level of it, which is kind of all labeled that way anyway. So I'm not sure it's really necessary to do that. But I think if I do it like this, at a glance, I'll be able to see if these guys are being assigned to the proper ones, because it will tell me in this list which one they're, going for. And I'll be able to see at a glance if they are on one that is appropriate for them. So I'm gonna stick to that convention. I'm not sure it's necessary, but I'm gonna stick to it anyway. So this one is going to Celestial Grove. We're gonna create the trail. We have to start at the lodge. Everything starts at the lodge. So you go here and then over to here, and I can confirm this route. And this one will be caps lock, Celestial Grove. And we'll go ahead and make this one, be 10L1. Fairly straightforward there. Submit that, and now we're going to go ahead and let Francis get to work on that. Okay?
A job's a job.
Have him commence that task. And that's a very easy route. Once that's complete, this group will be automatically assigned that, and they'll be good to go. Now, the thing we can't get them automatically assigned to, at least not yet, is we got this path. This path is for our professionals. Initially, we're kind of looking at like the hardcore guys right here. Open areas, steeper slopes, but not super dangerous. And then if they ever want to go to Feroci, what I'm going to do is split this off and have a 30-degree incline that goes this way. And then I'm hoping that from here to here, it doesn't look like it's all that steep. So it's probably pretty straightforward to get there. And if they ever want to go to Celestial Grove, well, then we have a yellow path that we can probably go. If we go to Feroci, then we'll have a yellow path that takes them here. So I'm trying to get paths that work for a variety of people and only spend once to make them. I think this is how I'm going to go about getting through like the difficulty of this larger difficulty. So, it seems you finished the prologue and you're ready for the rest of the snowy adventure. Just keep in mind that Above the Snow is a forgiving type of game, so you don't need to worry if things look dire. There's always a way to dig yourself out. Okay, fine. Okay, so now we're no longer in the prologue. Great. Basically, we did the entire prologue in episode 1. Now we're starting the real game, I guess. That was just the tutorial. This is chapter 1. This sucks. There's almost no one here. These are your crowds? I never promised you crowds. It's not that simple. You literally said that, old man. What did you call me? Stop arguing. Look, the situation isn't the best, but at least we have some customers. At this rate, we won't meet the targets by the end of the season. You two want everything right away. It takes time. It was months before I had my first groups here. Oh, and I'd happily wait months, probably with a mug and, you're impossible. We need advertising, a sign, arrows, or maybe put up railings on the trails, mark them with directions. Maybe we'll write beware of bears. Nearest safe point, shelter. Oh, you're so proactive. Go get some boards. We're starting now. Damn it. Okay, so we need a 1-star reputation for this one. We need to build a rescue center so we can rescue people when they get stranded, right? And have at least 3 peaks connected. Well, right now I have 1. We're about to have Feroci, and Esprit Fall is already connected too. So that would be our 3 peaks at that point, yeah? Chapter quest. To proceed with the next chapter of the story, you must fulfill the mayor's directives. These may include objectives related to managing the shelter, reaching a required reputation level, and completing specific tasks. If you do not yet see the required tasks, do not worry. Continue playing, and it will appear later. If you play it, it will come. That's what they're selling me right now. All right, still working on this objective. I have 90 money, which is not enough, but since they're waking up, people are paying their fees for being here, and it should be fairly straightforward. I do have somebody sleeping right now, though, and that's no good. Francis can't be sleeping. He's got work to do, right? I could have you cooking. You're not the best at it, but I could have you cooking. We still have some raw food available, and we do need to get those rations done, so let's get you on that temporarily. Everyone else is resting up, and then we can have Francis rest while the other two are maybe chopping the wood. And that sounds like a pretty good idea. All right, vehicle enthusiasts. After returning from a supply run to the city, a group of guests asked you to stop for a moment. They quickly gathered around, curious about the vehicle you used and eager to learn more about how it works in such harsh conditions. It seemed like the perfect opportunity to show them a bit more. So we could do paid rides, 60 money. That's pretty good for what I want to do anyway, for my objective. Organize a short presentation in the garage and walk them through how everything works. This will gain me 50 on my reputation, which is pretty good. Works us towards that 1 star that we want. And we could take a few guests on a short ride around the shelter. This is a temporary effect. I think long term, I want to show the garage. Long term, I think the reputation is going to earn me more money by bringing more people in. At least that's what I'm hoping for anyway. We'll see if that actually turns out that way. Now we have durability on our buildings, by the way. So we need to work on it. It's much faster to repair buildings with higher durability. So the lower this goes, the longer it will take per percentage point. Got it. We're going to have Nick do this one, and I'm going to have Ava come out and help him with that so we can get a lot more wood going. And now we got money coming in. All the alpinists are paying us. Perfect. Back to the trail map then. I can now finish this. So remember, we're doing this path. We have more people here now. Aha, see? I knew those beds would come in handy. So we have more people here now. And remember, we need to go to Feroci for this. This is a group of professionals. As a recap, in case you maybe weren't paying attention or you were skimming video 1, let's go to the guest book. Professionals require or want, I guess they desire, a slope that's 45 degrees or 60 degrees. And they like the vista points and stuff. So really great views later on, right? When you see a group of professionals coming to your shelter, you can relax for a bit. It's unlikely, but not impossible, that they will get into any serious accident or cause any ruckus. Now, we have their abilities. Their traversal is 4 to 6, okay? So I believe this is the danger level. It doesn't mean that all professionals can handle level 6, though. So in this case, if I go to this, their traversal is 6. One of them is 7. So these guys are good. These guys are 7. But this group of professionals here is a 5. There's 1 4 here. So if I have a 5 on the difficulty right here, this guy might get injured. His traversal is not good enough to get that. Thankfully, though, this is a 4. So he should be okay. I think that's how to read this. Don't quote me on that. I think that's how I'm supposed to read this. I might be wrong. But these guys here, 4, 4, etc. So we want to give them what they want, but we want them to be safe as well, right? So new segment here for Feroci is going to go down this way, and we're going to connect on that side from here. And I could go a little steeper, but I think it's kind of needless to go this way. I'm thinking I'm just going to connect it from here. That's fine for now. Okay. Now we want to place on this part here, right? We were looking to put chains on this. From here to here, we want chains. That brings it down to a 3. Still the same slope. Still has what they want, but it's different there. No vista points here, though, interestingly. And then on the handrail side of things, you know, I'm thinking 30 degrees. It's probably okay. I probably don't need to invest in it, but you know what? We will anyway. Let's give them the handrails there, and we'll put the handrails also here. Just making things as safe as we can through that journey. And a lot of different groups are going to use this. We don't know what their traversal skill will be, so making it as safe as possible through there. Okay, last path segment then before I run out of money and wood is to go this way. And I want to say this is 30. Yep. And then from that 30, we want to go this way. And it's, okay, it's 15. So that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. So it gives them a way to reach this with the same steep slopes that they're looking for, but they don't have to traverse this part. I like that. I think that's probably pretty good. And then this one is 30 degrees and this one's 15. So 30, we'd want the handrails on this one. Let's make sure we put handrails there. And everything else here is mostly safe anyway, so I'm not going to bother with it. All right, now we need the trails. So create the trails. Again, I'm kind of leaving with this this here. So this is a 60 to Feroci. I think that's probably a pretty good trail to create. So why don't we go in Mile High Club? We're going to go there and then there. And that is to Feroci. So this is going to be the... this is Feroci 60 L3. Okay. Okay. And then we can go ahead and have somebody make this. Let's have Ava come out and make this one. It's fine.
It will be done in
Commence that task. Now, I can have them do this without a vehicle, too. They don't have to use the vehicle to come out in here and do this. If their traversal skill is good, in this case, his is a 4, right? So if I'm having him traverse, let's say, the Celestial Grove path, this is the traversal of 1. He can do this. He doesn't need the vehicle to do this. But I probably wouldn't want him to try this one. But he can do this one. So if I wanted to, I could say create trail to Feroci the other direction as well. I could say 1, 2, and 3. All right. And I could say confirm route. This one is the Feroci. And this is going to be the 30 L1. Because I left it. These are all level 1s because I put safety stuff on them. So this is Feroci level 30 L1. I don't need the vehicle. I can just say, Nicholas, go do this for me. And he will go do it for me. All right. Yeah, the old man's going to go up the mountain and do it without the vehicle. It'll take him a while, but he can do it. Okay. Because his traversal skill is possible. Look at him go. Yeah. And it's still faster to have him do it than to wait for the truck to come back. The next one I want to do then is getting to Celestial Grove. And I think we have this alpinist group that wanted to go there. Yes, these guys looking for something a little more dangerous, looking for something a little more adventurous. And so we have another path here and we can say Celestial Grove. And we're naming it again based on its steepest slope on the path and the maximum danger. So in this case, this is Celestial Grove. Goes from here to Feroci, down this way, and then over to Celestial Grove here. And we confirm this route. And this is now Celestial Grove. And then it's going to be 60 L3. Okay? And then we can add the vehicle and we can tell Francis to go do that now. So everybody's making paths for us all at once right now. And we're going to have all these different paths available that are going to be available for people. Now, here's the thing. You're going to notice something just happened. We have weather. Weather happening on the mountain, right? Wind, storms, etc., right? All of these paths are just upgraded. So my names are their base level, but the weather can upgrade them. And so this is the part where we, by adding safety equipment, we can help to mitigate that problem a little bit. We're getting a whole list of complaints from guests. Broken bridge, bear tracks, overstuffed lockers. We got to take care of this. Yeah, because there's not enough beds. So I need to get out of here. So let's come back over inside the shelter here. And I need to make more beds. And I have not a lot of wood to do that with. But maybe I should upgrade another room. I do have some money. I could open another room. I could. So this is a new room here. I could get this one for $100. Probably should. And why don't we get this room here? Might be good enough for some more beds. On this side, it will need, of course, more heating equipment, though. It's not near this, so I will need to also build heating stuff. So let's take a look at that. So it's 60 for this. If I place it in the center, this kind of limits how many beds I can have, but if I space them out correctly, maybe it'll be all right. Let's put one heater. If I put one heater here, that'd be better, wouldn't it? That's actually a decent spot for it. It covers a lot of area there. Thinking like this. Yeah, there. And then if I put it against the wall on this side, that pretty much covers the whole room. Pretty much. I think it's an acceptable amount of the room that's covered with that. So I'm going to go with those two instead. Okay. Now I can simply build more of these bunk beds is what I want. So we're going to place this one. Let's put it over here. I like it this way. I think this looks better, to be honest. But their head is kind of away from the window. I don't know if I like that more. I'm kind of a head towards the wall kind of guy, but we'll try this room a little bit different here. Let's go ahead and put you like this. And then we'll add... Oh, I don't have enough wood for another one of these, but it's okay because eventually we will get enough wood. So for now, we've got that. And the heaters should be doing heating things. Indeed, they are. Okay. No problem there. Let's head down one floor really quick. And we've got enough rations. Things are good there. We do have some people sleeping, and that's a big deal because they're actually rested now. So let's get back out to the yard. Get them back on wood cutting duty. Now, durability's sake, I'm going to have Eva fix it while Nicholas goes ahead and chops wood. It says it's faster to fix them while it's higher durability, so it won't take her as long to do it. And then I can have her really quickly divert her attention to more wood here really quick. There we go. How is the radio tower? Looking a little bit weak. Maybe we can have Francis head out there and fix that. And I actually don't really care about the landing pad. We're going to try to avoid using the helicopter if we can. Because apparently that guy's a douchebag. That's what she says anyway. All right, let's check our alpinist group really quick. Make sure everybody has a trail. So right away, from a glance, I can tell what they're looking for, right? This is a 60 L3. Okay. Think we're okay on that. Yuri's order is going to Celestial Grove. They have a bunch of Traversal 4, but they're going to take the 10 L1s because they're casuals. That's fine. DeLuca's going to go on the L3. 60. We have Espritval, 2 days. These guys are the nature lovers. Now, nature fans. Nature fans are looking for level 1 to 2. They don't really care about this. So actually, these guys are probably good for just the beautiful views. They're really just here to, like, the weakest possible paths are fine, right? So they want the lowest of the low. And that's good because they're going to go... Oh. No, they're going for the 30 degrees. Espritval. Is that the only thing you can do? Is it 30? Did I say that correct? Did we mark that correctly? Hang on. Is that 30 degrees? It is. That's 30 at its steepest slope. Is that what I want? I did mark this with handrails and stuff. Maybe it's okay. I wonder though, is there a way to get one? If I built a path segment directly there, it would be 15. So I could go directly to it and have a 15. I wouldn't get the woods. So like anyone who's looking for woods, I wouldn't get it. That might be a problem, or it's not a problem. I could even go from here and then from there up. That would be cheaper too. It's kind of doubling back, but it's not going to give them the 30 degree. The other way to do it would be to, let's go remove segments here really quick. Yep. The other way to do it would be to come around this way. It's a little bit longer, but it would be safer. Yeah, that's probably how I'll do it. And then I can just make them a safer path, just like an extra safer path, right? So we could take a look at that too. I just need a lot more wood to be able to do that. With 917, thinking probably I can send... Let's send Eva out to get more wood. I don't really like to buy it, but it's just taking too long to get it, and I want more. So let's go 300 here. I'm going to send her out to get more wood and bring it back so I can make this safer path for these guys. And then you guys are completely fine, and so are you. So all of these guys are going to be totally fine. But the amount of wood that we have is directly related to how many beds we can have, right? And I need more to make the trails, but also, you know, want to have more beds because I'm not sufficient in the number of beds I have. And Nicholas is working himself to death out here, okay? He is so tired. He is going... Yeah, exactly. Francis, really quick. You're just going to... Oh, never mind. Hang on. Hidden stockpile. While clearing the area around the shelter, you uncovered an old storage shed buried under snow. Inside, there's a modest stockpile of wood. It's surprisingly well preserved. It's not much, but in these conditions, every piece counts. The question is how best to use it. Well, if we divide it into smaller bundles and offer it to alpinists planning to camp during their expeditions, we'll get some extra stuff. But man, I'm kind of greedy. It seems like this is probably the better usage though, right? The share wood, just that 50 reputation. I don't exactly know how meaningful that is. because I think we need like 1,300 or something to get that first star. So this is actually not that much reputation, come to think about it. And this is half of a bed, which is a permanent thing that I can have forever. Once I make that bed, like it's there forever. So I actually think I'm going to take this. I'm going to do that because I can get the bed from that. So let's really quick go back into the shelter and page up a couple of times. And I want to go into, and like I can make a bed here and I probably should, but I was thinking of making like a little couch and I don't know, coffee area, whatever. There's probably going to be like other things for alpinists, like other pieces of furniture to add for comfort. And I was thinking about putting that in this little area. That's why I haven't done it yet. But over here, I have another room now, right? So I can do it over here instead. So why don't we go ahead and do something like this? I guess I can probably just butt it up. It's just, I feel like there should be a space, at least one between these things. And then let's go and do it over here too. We can say, I think right up against it would be okay. Yeah, like a head to feet situation there. I don't know if I like that. Maybe we'll go across the back here with the walls. I think so. We'll do it back here. We'll start back here because it's closer to the radiator. And we'll just do, I think that for now. It gives us the 22 beds we need for people. So I think we'll hold off on that. We don't need to future-proof any more than that. And then we can go back out here and get our trail done. So path segments from here to here. This is much safer. For like the real casuals, this will work better, I think. And then if they're really casual, like these are the people who just do not want any risk at all. They have basically no skill at all. And when the storms happen, that could be a problem. So even this could be a problem. So I'm going to place handrails through here and handrails through here and handrails through here. Like you have no skill. This is your path, basically. Okay. And so we're going to have a new trail. And this is going to be through here. And then you're going to go here, here, and here. All right. And this is the Esprit Val. And this is going to be the 15 L1. This is like the simplest of all paths, basically. In no time. So we'll get that built. Okay, so now every group should have a path for them, and I'm hoping these guys switch because there hasn't been another path available for them until now. So I'm hoping I see these guys switch to the 15L1 because it's just more appropriate for them once it's established. And it doesn't, I don't know if that actually happens. So maybe once they pick a path, that's the one they're going to do. But we'll see if they switch it. Either way, I have different paths for different types of climbers, right? And see, already this right here is very treacherous now. This is very dangerous now. The weather is changing for that. So we need to do something with that too. I'm going to add on this, it's 10, right? Like it's just 10, but we need something like this. So handrails are going to go through here now. That's expensive. I don't have the wood for that. Yeah, okay. Maybe... I mean, yes, I'm making all the paths safer, and that is important. But the other thing that's important, right, is getting our rescue center up so that if something does happen, you know, we're ready for people, right? That's the other thing to do. So the rescue center requires 150 wood. So let's get out there and make that happen. From a tech perspective, we already have the woodshed upgrade 1 unlocked, and we can't get 2 until we upgrade the radio tower. And our reputation's too low to upgrade the radio tower. We also don't have the money. So there's just no way to do that, basically. We could get the outside resort. This gives us a grill and a bonfire spot, hot tub, luggage shed, wooden bench, etc. It gives us a lot of stuff that we could build outside to help our resort. We can also provide gear to our alpinists. So we have professional premium looking gear and as well as secondhand gear that we get. We probably should start with secondhand gear. So we'll grab that. Now, in order to get this... Oh, actually, I want this too. Yeah. Stamina of all workers goes up. This will make sure that they can work longer without, you know, needing to stop. Might as well get the media upgrade too. I'm just spending all my money now. It's okay. They're going to pay me in a second. But now they can work longer because their stamina is increased a little bit, right? That's pretty important too. Let's check the radio tower really quick. It's pretty good. I think it's fine. I'm not going to bother fixing the landing pad. It's okay. Okay, bonus activities. Across the shelters, there's many bonus activities that can be performed in exchange for minor time-limited bonuses. Yes, we will be looking at that too. And actually, let's look at it now. So down here in the main lobby, near the front desk, we have two things, right? One, there's a front desk. That's a thing. And you can actually add a worker to this area. So I can say Francis can work here. And if he works here for just a little bit of time, we will unlock 10% more money for 3 hours. And that's a really good thing to do right before the morning when everyone begins to pay you. Not necessarily right after they pay you, right? But hopefully more people are paying me now. The second thing we can do is we can pet Brutus. We can brush Brutus, I guess. And by brushing Brutus, we can make people happy and we get more prestige, more reputation for 10% more reputation for 3 hours. So that's nice too. So we just brush him, make him look really good. As long as he looks his best, right? That's what we're looking for here. Okay.
Hello there, my dear.
Now we've unlocked the gear, but we won't be able to give the alpinists our gear until we get the rental center up and running. And we're not ready for that yet. But if I was to do it, it would be this building here, the rental shop. We could get our hand-me-down gear or professional-looking gear or whatever. We can get that stuff available for our alpinists to rent from us. That makes them safer on their climbs. And that's great. Plus, it's an extra source of revenue for us. But this stuff is incredibly expensive. So we're not really ready for that yet. The rescue center is what the objective wants us to do. I'm tempted to put it right here in the front. But, I mean, there's really nothing stopping them from just getting there directly over here, too. So this is kind of the front as well. Plus, I envision that if the rescue center, if we need to, like, airlift somebody out, you'd want it to be closer to the helipad. I'm going to tell myself that that's the case. And we're going to place it right here on the very edge there. All right. Sounds good. Rescue allows us to carry out rescue missions in case an accident occurs on the trail. You will need to transport the victims first to the shelter and then to town, not letting the victims run out of time. Whether you conduct a rescue mission on time directly affects the shelter's reputation. Okay, now I'm not sure whether or not we actually have a rescue mission, but that was one objective to have for Chapter 1. I'm trying to make all my trails as safe as I can. So from town, yes. So we have more expeditions coming from town. We have weather information down here, by the way, which I have not been looking at. But right now, the wind level is slow. That's safer. And the snowfall level is low. That's safer. And it's daytime, so there's no penalties. Right now, it's safe for workers for temperature-wise. And heating is recommended just for morale, but not necessarily for ultimate survival. Like, people aren't going to die from it necessarily right now. With a lot of comfort in here. Loud snorer. Among the guests, there was someone with an extraordinary talent for incredibly loud snoring, and that was putting it mildly. Unfortunately, this unpleasant habit was starting to take a serious toll on the morale of others. You could already hear complaints spreading through the shelter. All right, well, I could just buy earplugs, get more reputation that way, or ask the snorer to spend the night in the basement with the crew. It will spare the guests, but you won't get much rest. So less work speed for 12 hours. That's not too bad. A lot of these guys are leaving within 12 hours, aren't they? I don't know if they are or not. I don't really want to buy the earplugs, to be honest. I'm going to take the work hit. I thought these guys were leaving soon. In a day. So that's not really all that soon. They did not. These guys are on the trail right now. So all of these guys have taken off. They're out doing their thing right now. Can I see them on the map? I can. Yep. So we can see where they all are. And, they make it to their grove and then they go back. All right. You don't need a loop. Everybody goes on the same direction, right? I think this one right here was probably wasteful, to be honest. But we'll see. Maybe there's a circumstance where this will be good. Where the weather perhaps upgrades these things and people who normally would have taken the other one, the 30-degree one, maybe they'll choose to take the safer path because of the weather. That kind of thing might happen. I don't know. This is still a 3, even with totally clear skies. So this is going to be a treacherous place, but it's not that far away. So rescue missions, I think, might be all right. Now, I do want to start connecting some of these other places too, but I think until there's demand to go there, I'm kind of struggling to see the reason why I would upgrade them, If I don't have a reason to go there, then why do it? All right, let's see expectations. Doesn't seem like they're enhanced much, but entertainment is lacking right now, so we should probably do something about that. Here's a magazine rack. You can get some magazines for people to read. Maybe put it over here like this. Seems fine. I could put another one over here like this. Seems good. And then that's it for now, unfortunately. Can't really do much about that, but it unlocks a little bit, and these guys, maybe they'll come over here and, I don't know. It gives them a nice warm place by the fire to read and all that, so that's not bad. Okay, we're meeting desires. They had a nice successful expedition. Very good. I don't see what these are going to do. In shelter, on the trail. Yeah, we can separate them like that if we want to. And why don't we place Francis over here for now, just to get extra money in case it comes in. Now the brutish bonus is off. Yep. So Lucas division returning from a successful expedition. We gave them 1 out of their 3 desires. So reputation went up by 125. So like just a single successful expedition is really helping reputation. They pay more money for it too. 2 out of 4 desires for Bieri's order. That was the casuals, or those were the casuals. All the professionals are 1 out of 3. So let me just see what we're doing there. So 1 out of 3. If they're going on the Grove, they're not getting the Vista Point, right? And they're not getting the slope of 45. They're getting the 60. So 1 out of 3. So maybe I need to give them the 40. I just assumed the 45 would be met if you gave them 60, but that's just not the case. So I guess their path needs to have a 45 in it. Is there any way to amend this to do it without and still preserve this? I'm not sure there is. What's going on here? Check the rickety bridge. Oh, this is that event. Yeah. I got to do these things. Yeah. Somebody better check the state before somebody gets hurt. Okay. Tell you what, why don't we just send... Francis has got the energy, doesn't he? His work speed's terrible, though. You know what? I'm going to send you out this way without the vehicle.
A job's a job.
And then over here, we have... Francis is ready to paint the true masterpiece of trail advertisement here. Oh, so this one right here requires Francis. Okay, I'd have to wait for that one then. Can I send a different person on this? I don't think so. I think once I send him, that's it. Unless I can click him and cancel.
And the old freezer.
Open task? Nope. So I can't cancel him once I've sent him. So I just have to wait for him to do this on foot, fix the bridge, come back, get rest if necessary, and then go do this part. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We can do that. In the meantime, we need more wood, Nicholas. Yeah, go do it. And then the radio tower... It's a very quick job. I'm going to have Ava just kind of top that off. It's okay. And then we're going to need a delivery, actually. We're going to need more... I'm actually going to put Ava on this instead. We're going to need more food. Let's get 130 more food here and give me like 120... 220. I'm going to buy 220. I got a lot of money, and we're going to need the wood. So I'm going to buy 220 more wood there, too.
I'm on the way.
I'm going to send Eva to do that instead of the repair. Yeah. And then Francis is already back, so I'm going to have him go do the thing on the map here, too. So we'll go back out to the trail map, and Francis, go and do this. You can't take the vehicle with you, so you're just going to walk out there and do it. Oh? I have to set up the route? Oh, it should take about 3 hours to get done. Set up the route. Hold on a second. Paints are ready. Project is prepared. Should take around 3 hours. Paint the true masterpiece of trail advertisement. Okay. Set up route. What's the advertisement? Do I go to Espritval? Is that the idea? I don't know what the main... I guess the destination is that. Yeah. Okay, so there, and I guess we'll go around, right? I guess so. We'll confirm that.
Chop.
It'll take a while, especially without a vehicle, but you know what, buddy? I think you can handle it. You got okay travel speed. You should be all right. The delivery is with the vehicle. Like, the vehicle needs to be done for the delivery, so Then I gotta have wood. So that's parts what Nicholas is working on now. That's the most important thing right now. And I think we have enough wood for survival at this point. So let's get you out of there. Give you a little bit of a breather. And maybe if for the rest of your work time. For the, yeah. For the rest of your work time, go ahead and deal with the food. Okay, ailments. As a result of temperature, accidents, or random events, workers may develop ailments. When this happens, their efficiency drops, reducing specific attributes. To treat ailments, click the Treat Ailment button, which appears in the character sheet of an ailment if is present. Then select the ailment, choose the time of treatment, and confirm the process by clicking Begin Treatment. So I'm going to assume now that somebody has an ailment. Indeed. Voila! Grand opening! 50% off tickets, soup included. Not bad if I do say so myself. I thought it would be colder. The views are nice. But that old geezer is going to be the death of me. In my day this, in my day that. Damn it, let me live. Are you from Nicholas Bolden's shelter? Ooh, who are you, Werner Crower? Good day. Can I help you with something, buddy? Are you familiar with a certain Pedro Bolden or Francis Harlan? Oh, good. No. I don't think you understand. Take a look. I'm in a hurry, pal. Here, in this picture. I'm gonna get going. Bye. Hey, wait! Damn it, why is this guy so fast? Okay, so I think somebody knows I'm here, yeah? So he has an injury. He got injured.
Just another day in the old freezer.
So I can treat him. He is, I think, back. He's painting the advertisement. He's on his way back. And I can try and treat this. You notice a few guests coughing and rubbing their hands, trying to warm themselves up. What started as an occasional sniffle quickly became more noticeable. With the weather outside constantly shifting between cold and damp, it didn't take much for people to start feeling unwell. If it spreads, it could become a real problem. Okay, so Nicholas can get a disease if I isolate them. Isolate them showing symptoms and limit contact with others to contain the situation. Your crew will still need care for them, which means some exposure is unavoidable. So Nicholas will get a disease if I do this. Let's hope it's not contagious or at least not fatal. Someone has to keep this circus running. If I ignore it, I just lose 50 reputation. I don't know if anything else will happen, but right now it just says I get at least 50 reputation. And I'm kind of okay with this. Brew up herbal teas, garlic milk, and onion syrup. Grandma's homemade cures for everyone. I mean, this one is probably the best result. We're just losing a little bit of food, but I just got my rations. Let me do this. Let's do the homemade remedies. We'll go ahead and treat ailment. It's going to take $100. $300 for 6 hours. Let's do the cheap one. But I can't do it yet. He's not there yet. Real quick, Nicholas, let's have you switch with Ava, who is currently working to the kitchen. There she goes. I'm going to have Nicholas swap out so he can get some rest. And then the rations can be taken care of there. And as soon as if Francis gets back, which should be pretty soon oh, now he's resting. Okay. So can I do this now? Yeah, $100. Select ailment and healing level to start treatment. So ailment, injury. There it is. Yeah, injury 1, treatment. Oh, hang on. I had a meeting with some local lumberjack. He had an axe and everything. Loudmouth with a menacing mug. Probably no one important. Maybe I stepped on his lawn. Lawn? Ah, damn it, I don't know. He was shouting in German, waving an axe, and I had already finished painting, so I ran away from him. And as I was running, I fell into a ditch because it was all slippery. Did you hurt anyone? Is there a beaten up lumberjack lying around somewhere? Christ, Steve, absolutely not. I don't believe you just ran away. Frank, we're in the wilderness. If someone out there needs help now, I promised, okay? No trouble. This is your last chance. I wouldn't want to see you behind bars. Crystal clear. Relax. Not a hair on anyone's head was harmed. All right. I trust you. Can you patch yourself up? Sure. It's nothing serious. Besides, I wouldn't mess with some German guy with an axe. All right. So it's still not letting me... Ah, there it is. Okay, yeah. So treat it for... I mean, it's 8 hours, I think. But it's $100.
Consider it done.
I think I'm all right with that. We can take him out of circulation for now. I got enough trails and stuff to go. I've done enough work around trails and stuff to keep people busy, I think. As far as our alpinists go for a while, I don't think there's any new things here. These guys are nature lovers. They're going to take the L1. They're still going to the 30, though. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but you know, it's possible I just wasted some money there, but okay, it's fine. I was just trying to cater to a wide variety of needs. And, you know, maybe it backfired a little bit. This area here is pretty cold. I think I'm going to add some heating over here near this area. I think maybe we'll go, it's a little expensive, but I think we'll go, because they're hanging out there, right? I got my guests over here, and I don't want them to get too cold, so maybe we'll go something like this. That way I can put tables on both sides of these, and it'll be fine. Let's see, what else can we do for heating? I don't think anything else is needed. This area is fine. This area is fine. I don't know if we need more beds. I would rather save the wood. So I think I'm going to hold off on the beds. And in exchange for that wood, we can probably now get the rental center, the rental shop. And I can place the rental shop, I guess, right next to the lumber. I don't know if I should be right next to it. I can technically put it right in front of it, but I don't know if that's appropriate either. Maybe it'll be here. I want to leave some space for something else if there's something else that'll fit there. Maybe right here. We can angle it this way. I'm all right with that. All right, we now have a rental shop. And so we can add equipment for rent. So to get equipment, we're going to need to go another run to town. But to get equipment, first I want to add, let's say, put Ava on this. Now we can add just a little bit more wood to go get, let's say 100, but then we want to go to equipment. And we can get secondhand gear. It's $500 per one. So that's crazy, but it's there. So we can get one piece of secondhand equipment and 100 wood for $700.
I've got a thermos of tea just for that.
So I'm gonna have her go do that, and we can then rent that out to people. Another source of income, right? I have no idea what the durability and all that stuff is for it, but hopefully it'll work.
On my way.
Nicholas, I'm going to have you do some durability work on this really quick. And then as soon as you're done with that, I'm going to have you switch over and start chopping wood since you're already in the area. All right. Now the garage is going to need some durability work done too, and nobody else can do it at the moment, so give me a second. In the equipment panel, you can now check all of your alpinist gear. Equipment can be used both by workers improving their performance by boosting stats, and by alpinist groups generating income and increasing morale and safety on the trail. To rent equipment to alpinist groups, you must first build a rental shop. Did that. Renting equipment to alpinist groups can serve as an additional source of income for the shelter. Keep in mind equipment, like other objects in the game, wears out over time and requires regular repairs. If it breaks, you will need to fully repair it, 0 to 100, by adding it to the repair queue in the workshop. Okay. Equipment is returned after the alpinists come back from their expedition or is transported back to the shelter after an accident. Getting equipment, to obtain more equipment, go to the tech tree and order it in the delivery window. Okay, so done that. We now have equipment. Yep, secondhand gear. We'll add the selected. It's $50, and people can just rent it from us when they go out to their places. So that's nice. Okay, Nicholas got me a little bit of wood. I want Ava to help me out with this, but she is sleeping. There she goes. I need this stuff to be repaired, please. Let's get out here and do some durability work. Francis is out until his injury is done. I kind of went cheap on that, but I'm glad I did because I actually don't have the money really to support anything else for that. So glad I did that. Also, Ava, if I could get you to do this too, just repairing that would be great. We got 19 out of 22 for our alpinists. Nicholas is now close to exhaustion. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna bring you in. Let me check the weather here. So snowfall level is high, dangerous for land vehicles. Open fields trails are affected, and workers have a -1 movement speed. Okay, and the wind is considered medium, but it's still safe, and it's dangerous for land vehicles. Basically, land vehicles are just like a bad thing to do right now. Okay, if we go back to the map here, all of our trails are getting upgraded in their danger. So this is a level 5 right now. So that's no good. Glad I added safety equipment on some of these things because it would be a 6 if I didn't. And then this is also pretty bad. And it would be nice to add the handrails for this. This is for 10. Did I do that already? I don't remember if I did that already. I'd like to do that. That's a 2 now. Okay. This doesn't matter too much. Nobody's going out that way. 2s are okay. You know, I don't think 2s are a huge deal. I might want to consider doing something with this, although I don't think it matters for vehicles because really only vehicles are doing this. Maybe not. People could be coming from town, but that's a really safe path no matter what. Yeah. It looks like this is just always safe. It's like a different icon. But this one here is a little treacherous. Going to the market is a bit of a treacherous thing. We wouldn't want to do that right now. Going to the market. So we're not going to. Which means we kind of need to wear out the storm on our own. Thankfully, I have the rations. So that wouldn't be such a huge deal either. And if we go down to... Oh, hey, we have a quest that started. We'll take a look at that in a second. I want to get somebody to work on the rations, though. Ava has full speed ahead. Let's let her do that. And Francis is healed up, ready to go. His work speed is affected here. And if I gave him some gear, maybe that would help him. He's also a little bit chilly. But no risk of illness at the moment on that either. Let's go back out to the yard. Francis, can you go chop some wood for me, please? Pretty, please. Thank you much. So the current time is about 6 a.m. So it looks like people wake up at 6 a.m. and pay me. So what I might want to look at is sometime around midnight-ish, maybe 3 a.m., 2 a.m. I want to go to the front desk, right? That way the bonus is active when they start to wake up and pay me. At least that's the way it seems anyway. Okay, building is broken down. That's the helipad. I don't really care. We're trying to avoid using it anyway. I do, however, care that the radio tower is getting a little bit weak, so I do want to do that. So we need to raise storage space to level 2. And that I thought was available in here, but maybe not. Inventor. That's Shauna's story and Leopoldo's story. Not ready for that yet. I'm looking for storage. Storage. Advanced carpentry, maybe? No. Maybe I need to go to the next level here. I don't think I have the storage upgrade for outside yet. If I do, I'm just not seeing it. No, it must be something only in... I think it was only available to me in the sandbox mode right now. It's not... It doesn't seem like it's available to me right now. There's a building that goes outside that adds to your storage space. I don't think that is what this is talking about, but maybe. Right now, I think what it's talking about is just adding, you know, more storage space for everybody in here. So if I go like this, I have that. Like, the morale boost is there. Storage space to level 2 is not here. So I'm not sure what it's talking about when it comes to storage space being level 2. Because I have, you know, the boost here. So I guess it's current level 1. It just wants me to go again. That's a lot. It's a lot of money. I can't really commit that right now. So this task is not going to happen at the moment. Home accident. A loud crash. The sound of breaking ceramics and a shout come from the kitchen. On the scene, the sight is unpleasant. Injured guest leans against the counter, rubbing their aching knee, and the floor is strewn with shards of shattered tea set. Nothing major has happened, but it's a bad look to leave it. I mean, there's an injured guest rubbing their knee, and there's a bunch of shattered dishes. That sounds like could be something major, but install some anti-slip surfaces would cost me a little bit of wood, but I'd gain some reputation for it. I think I like that, so I'm gonna renovate that. It's a little bit of wood now, but it's, I think, an improvement. It's gonna work better that way. Let me get Nicholas in here. You're currently cutting wood, right? No, you're repairing the radio tower. Radio tower is probably fine, man. You know, I think the repairs you've made right now are probably going to be adequate. Let me just put you here. Yeah, it's repaired now anyway. I waited long enough.
Hello
All right,
there.
Ava, I'm going to have you go ahead and go get some rest. Nicholas is going to take over in the kitchen. And maybe getting a chef would be good. Like getting Leopoldo here sounds like a really good thing. Because I think it's Leopoldo's story. So if I unlock this for free, we'll just go ahead and do this and see if maybe he shows up. And I can keep him in the kitchen while everyone else can do things and get rest. Because everybody else is just super tired.
For any task.
I'm not entirely sure if their stamina getting super low makes them more susceptible to injury or anything like that. I'm thinking like, oh man, I'm so exhausted, so you might be making more mistakes, is what I'm thinking. So rescue center, right? Every worker slows down death chance by 25%. I don't know if anybody is in need of rescue. And I don't know if we're going to be able to tell if anyone's in need of rescue without having someone stationed there is the problem. But everything just got safer. The weather is cleared up now. But maybe I need to have somebody stationed here in order to know. That's my worry. Everything is safe at the moment, though. And I'm thinking now is a good time to, once again, get Ava. I mean, everybody's so tired. I'm going to put Ava on it, though. I'm going to get her to go down and get me like 300 more wood. And no, I'm going to go 100 more food. You know what? Let's go 150 food. I feel like we're going to need it. And we can always make our own, but we can't. I can't really make my own food right now. I'm wondering if there's like a hunter's hut or fishing in the river or something like that we could do. But I'm going to have her go get some more rations and some more wood with the car since it's safer to do that now. It's safer to traverse that. There we go. Very safe route. All good. As is this video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. We've been on an adventure so far together. You know, I'm having a good time with it. I hope you guys are too. We still have lots more to go. I mean, look at the tech tree. There's so much more to do. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.